red alder, such a gorgeous and highly underrated tree here in Cascadia. You typically find red alders alongside roadways, rivers, streams, or wetlands like this here because these are all areas of recent or frequent disturbance, and alders are what's known as a pioneer species, meaning they tend to be the first ones to colonize areas after disturbance, and they have a critical role to play here. See, the main limiting growth factor in many conifers and plants in general is a lack of nitrogen, and disturbances like development, logging, landslides, etc. tend to strip the soil's other nitrogen content fairly quickly, especially in areas where it rains a ton. So thankfully, red alders here have a trick up their sleeve, or rather their roots, where they work symbiotically with bacteria in the soil known as Frankia that live in the swollen root nodules of the alders, receiving home and protection, and in return, that bacteria synthesizes atmospheric nitrogen from the air, converts it to ammonia, which the alder is then readily able to absorb. So basically, in a disturbed area that's lacking nutrients, alders are nutrient rich, and they put that towards producing chlorophyll in their leaves that allows them to photosynthesize. And when they drop those leaves, they're broken down in about 5 years by all sorts of insects and fungi to create a rich topsoil of nitrogen and other nutrients. See, most deciduous trees, when they drop their leaves, they pull out all the chlorophyll and other pigments to save them for next spring, which is what causes the changing colors of their leaves. But since alders can get nitrogen so easily, they don't even bother. They drop their leaves before everyone else when they're still green and full of nitrogen. So without alders coming in first to areas of disturbance, the forest ecosystem wouldn't be able to grow as rich because the soil would lack the nutrients necessary for conifers like western red cedars to grow big and strong in a healthy climax forest. Thanks, alders.